Welcome to A Little Unscripted, the show where we pull a random title, spin a random genre, and then try to create a film that honestly
shouldn't work
and is impossible.
It's way too expensive.
And no one's asking for.
But that's the fun.
One idea,
1 hour,
and zero guarantees.
Let's make this thing.
Good day. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Logan.
And no matter what, we are going to make a movie today.
Today's the day, yet again. Here we are.
With joy in our hearts.
Open hearts, bright eyes, bushy tails.
That's interesting. I was thinking about my tail the other day.
Oh, okay. Your tail. Explain.
Can you imagine if we had tails? It's a weird scene to me.
Mm-hmm.
Weird non sequitur, but in the original Jumanji,
Mm-hmm.
the boy sprouts his tail.
Yeah.
And how bad he feels about it.
Yeah, very self-conscious.
I always felt so bad about how, so it must feel, but he gets to use it and understand that it's a joyous appendage.
Is that the messaging of the movie? Is that even though some things are hindrances,
they
have strengths?
How embarrassed he is. I'm like, dude, you're a cool monkey.
Yeah,
You fucked up. You fucked up.
You done goofed, Aaron.
Yeah, but Robin Williams is here.
He's here to save the
with
day.
His
He
joy
knows.
and toilet paper.
He understood that you messed up, but he knew why you messed up, and he's like, "I'll save you, young child."
That's a movie that still always I'll watch. I really like.
I think it's a required
original
watching.
Jumanji.
It has to be.
It always makes me sad that we don't have Robin Williams any longer.
Truly,
because
R.I.P.
I think he would have been a sick and amazing and just all the good words. Like 80-year-old gray hair beard actor.
We needed it.
Can you imagine what he'd be doing?
Oh, it'd be a pure joy.
Or maybe he'd just be writing, but like
whatever he did, it'd bring joy to the world.
Burn too bright.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Was he ever in a sex comedy or a sex movie? I'm asking honestly, because he's been in R-rated films, and he isn't just a family comic, but.
I don't have one off the top of the head.
But not really, right? He's not been in a
raunchy
sex comedy.
Yeah.
Have you watched any since we talked about one?
I went and redeemed myself and had to go research this because I said Sex Trip last time, but it is Sex Drive. The movie is indeed, it does exist. It's from 2008. There's a real movie called Sex Drive about a young gentleman who cannot for the life of him get a girlfriend to sleep with him. So he decides, I'll find somebody through the internet, in the early days of the internet.
2008?
2008, yeah. So I was like, this is before,
Are there a lot of dial-up jokes and sounds?
I don't remember.
Oh, did you not? Did you get a chance to watch it?
I don't remember. I've not watched it. It's worth the rewatch, though. It's
definitely
watch
it immediately.
You need to watch it. And the guy that did it also wrote Hot Tub Time Machine. So it has this like, I feel like as a double feature, it would be really, really fun.
And
but
some actors in that crossover into multiple movies.
Yes.
This particular artist is profound.
Yeah.
So thank you for bringing Sex Drive into my life.
Yeah, you're going to look it up. And
nobody misinterpret that the wrong way. Please.
It's a great movie. It's definitely a 2000s comedy.
There's a place for that kind of dopamine, that energy. Yes. And what most people could probably criticize about those is that they're maybe sexist but I find that everybody's being debauched at the same place.
Yeah, I feel like
everybody's learning.
There's a lot of broad strokes for everybody. Yeah.
And I don't know if that can be, redirected in any way, but I think these movies are about a communal experience that we all share, hopefully, you know what I mean?
I think the idea is that almost everybody can tie to this character is the idea. I mean, it's not just him. He's getting his friends to go along with him. Yeah. That's half the fun. They're like,
and
here, we'll go with you.
Middle child, you said?
Yeah, I believe so.
And wait, what did you say? His girlfriend is sleeping with his younger brother?
I think so. That's so messed up. But yeah.
He kills himself at the end, yes?
No.
It's a suicide?
No, it's not
suicide.
No, it is not quite like that. If I remember correctly, he figures out along the way that one of his best friends, who also happens to be a female, he actually figures out that he's in love with her. Of course.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And it's like, well, of course. And
so
it's like
the message there is like, that's the one, like, I've been right here all along.
Yeah. Literally,
so
it's
maybe
like my
really look in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why do people not? Do you think? Because they want, reaching for the stars and they should be in the dirt?
I guess the idea is that humans like exotic things, and everything that's not near to you is exotic inherently.
It's the pursuit.
Yeah. It's grass is always greener.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, this thing is known and it's not exotic, not cool anymore. It's like, that's not the mentality you should have, but that's how human gonna human.
circling back, I don't think I'd like Robin Williams in a sex comedy.
It would be.
Oh, maybe I do have one.
All right.
World's Greatest Dad.
World's Greatest Dad.
Have you seen that?
Is that a show?
Well, it's a movie, and his son, who's quite a prolific writer, but depressed, his son dies of autoerotic. I knew I was going to fuck that up.
I got you.
So he dies horribly, and the crux of the movie is that he takes his son's work and passes it off as his own and becomes very successful. So I don't know if that's a sex comedy per se, but it has a perverse sex element to it.
I don't know if I would count that in comedy.
I don't know why I did it. I set myself up to look like a total fool.
You wanted you
trying
got up,
to say
you were calling your
asphyxiation.
shot. Yeah, you calling your shot, Babe Ruth. It's okay.
Thank you, Logan.
You were gonna do it. You're gonna knock it out of the park.
I want to make another movie with you.
I would love to make a movie with you, Ryan. Let's be real.
And here's what's what. We don't know what kind of genres there are. We haven't looked at and peeked at the list. We know there's 55 of them.
Yeah. Here's a question I should ask before we get into this next episode.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to do repeat genres?
Oh, well, I think
if it comes up, or we're going to try and go through the whole list.
I had a repeat in last movie.
Okay.
Sorry.
No.
We didn't do the recast. We got kind of caught up.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Nick Offerman is our sheriff. I like this.
Yes.
But we are teeing up so much nostalgia for a very select group of people with this 9 to 5 thing. I would like to please replace Nick Offerman's character as the sheriff official with Dabney Coleman.
Okay.
My
eyes. He looked at me and he's like, he saw the.
He's the boss in 9 to 5. He's in War Games. He's in everything that's great from my childhood.
Okay.
He's Cloak and Dagger. Did you ever see that about the video game
where he hacks in?
You know what? This didn't need to be beautiful and magical. I told you this is for like this many people.
This is for just.
I knew I would be ass out to dry on this, but. Conceptually, does that make a little sense if you reunite this kind of?
I would be okay with this recasting,
and he could play outside of character because he's like the perfect shithead, like shisty and beloved. You know what I mean from the 80s.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I would be all right with this recasting.
Thank you.
I would be willing to acquiesce.
Do you have a recast at all from the last one?
Don't know if I have anybody that I want to recast. I think. What we need to do is we need to say that Dolly is helping write this movie with Mel Brooks. That's what I want to see.
Oh my God.
I don't know why we didn't see it beforehand, but she needs to help write this movie.
0 boob jokes.
Oh yeah.
0.
Absolutely none.
Like there needs to be a black hole absence of that.
Just
you know what I mean?
That the whole joke is we never make a joke about it.
However we can do that.
That would be interesting.
That would be tremendous.
It doesn't show up to the blooper reel that's rolling with the credits.
Like just Mel Brooks going boobs, 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 boobs. I don't know that he'd do that. I don't want to besmirch the brilliant.
When's the last time you watched? When's the last time you watched Blazing Saddles?
I love him. I love him so much.
His politician character in Blazing Saddles is doing that
exact thing. Work. Pretend it's your secretary.
Pretend to your secretary.
All right. We are going to spin our magical wheel of numbers, and you're on genre. I'm on title. So our number between 1 and 100, and that's our title. That's 57, and our genre is 8.
Ooh, 8.
So I'm gonna go over as quickly as I can to the 57 number.
8, he says. All right, what is the title of this film? And I will give you the genre.
The 12th Hour.
Ooh, what a good name.
The 12th Hour. That's bizarre.
Dun, dun, dun. All right.
That's bizarre. The 12th Hour.
Well, the genre it has given us is crime.
Oh, shit.
It sounds like the stars have aligned for us. The 12th Hour in a crime film.
Yeah, spell 12th. You know, just out in the nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
You can't spell 12.
Confusing
I just wrote
thing to spell.
1, 2, and then the TH. You know, you give yourself the break.
You said it was what again?
It is number 8, which is crime.
Crime. Oh my gosh. I love crime. I think everybody does because they're just happy they're not being victimized.
I think the idea is that everybody likes crime, like looking at Breaking Bad and stuff like that. It's like it's because they tell interesting stories about people who could have been normal people.
Right.
That's always it's like Breaking Bad's
so
Breaking.
You like that?
It's like
he's a normal dude. Right.
But almost all of them. It's like when you really break it down, it's like Sopranos is crime. Again, it's like really, he's like, are they trying to be a family in the sense that you and I are, or is like, are they just trying to be the family? You know what I'm saying?
I like kind of one-off movies as well.
Yeah, standalone
that are just about a crime. You know, Heat could be considered a crime.
Den of Thieves and Den of Thieves 2.
Oh, okay.
For your Jerry B.
You know me enough. You did. I'm all on Twitter now. I'm all a flutter.
Right? The heart palpitations have begun.
Den of Thieves is the perfect movie maybe in the world. I fucking love it.
That's a crime saga.
God damn, do I love that movie. Now, what is it about it, though? I mean, because you have an unlikable...
I think it's about pacing, and it's also about direction.
Yeah.
I think the way... Because it's set up very, very quickly. Like, you're like, oh, well, we're in it. We're going. It's hardcore right here, right now. And then you're like, all right, let's reveal the pieces very slowly.
Yeah.
But you still get all the tenseness of, like, the Ocean's movies.
Yeah. You're right about the writing. That writing is crisp. It's really hard. It's really
I don't
real.
think it slows down. Like even because every movie has to have slow bits. It can't be action all the time. But even the slow bits are like,
but
we're gonna have whip crack
your
dialogue.
Lead is unlikable. He's a deplorable. You know.
Yep.
And you're kind of rooting for the bad guy.
Yeah. Put
That's
in fun,
always
interesting situations.
Dynamic.
Yeah. And they interact with each other.
Side note. When the young man comes to 50 Cent's house to pick up his daughter for the dance and they bring him into the garage full of their crew.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just I'm a dad. That scene.
You love it.
I love that scene.
It's just the harassment.
And
very
then,
much
like,
Bad Boys 2
They got to
style.
wait to break and laugh, you know. But and some of those actors.
50's in it. I forgot 50's in it.
I think it's one of the best. He's tremendous in that movie.
He is really good in that movie.
And I do like him in other things.
Yeah.
But he's legit great in it. And Pablo Schreiber, that actor is just...
He gets lost in it. He's so great.
So good in that.
I think that movie
how
again...
How do you make yourself likable as the bad guy? And he's tough and mean, that dude, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Liev Schreiber's brother. You knew that, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking
yes, I
wild,
did know
too.
that.
So what kind of crime movie are you most interested in? You know, Johnny Dangerously is also a crime movie, but a comedy. I think, you know, we keep it to straight crime movie.
I think, straight crime movie. Do we want to tell a singular crime?
I was really fascinated with The Beekeeper recently because it's not a crime movie.
It was on your list of recommendations.
It's not a crime movie, but it's about a crime, and it's about a crime of stealing people's identity.
Oh.
So the id of this movie is that somebody close to him kills herself because of it.
Oh.
And it's just a bunch of douchebags on computers, and he hunts them down and he brutalizes them. And it's you know, it also shows how easily somebody can steal your identity.
I was thinking, I was like, doing a pretty modern crime would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think
you know, Pulp Fiction is another kind of crime movie I like. I like a group. I like a group dynamic.
Ensemble,
that's a crime.
you know? I think you might need an ensemble for this crime film.
You know,
there's something about the team up that makes it fun, right?
Yeah,
it's like, hey, I could do this on my own, but I can't quite do this all on my own.
And that's the thing. Like Ocean's 11, one of the best scenes. Like, do we need one more? You think we need one more?
Also, because
we need one more gathering the team, but
because the ensemble, like, even going back to Tarantino's first, and you're like, all right, well, let's be real here. Reservoir Dogs is all about trust. Hey, here's these guys who are all supposed criminals that I'm supposed to trust.
A weird undercover scenario that like where somebody has to go undercover.
Yeah.
In something like a 21 Jump Street vibe.
I don't know if we could go back into the comedy well. I love the idea of it.
But like a serious thing, you know, something like that.
Are we going to do an undercover story without telling anybody they're undercover until the very end?
I know. All right. Well, we're going to start the timer and get us honest.
Let's do this.
Because
the 12th hour starts now.
And I mean, that's a really, you know,
is that our tagline?
My first starts now. You salty dog.
I'm sorry. We're in the first seconds.
You're doing it again.
You're doing it again. I
starts
cheated.
Now.
12th hour.
I first, and again, aging me, but I first went noir. I love Bogart. I love black and white noir crime. They're clever, Maltese Falcon, all that stuff about a jewel hidden in a thing, and they're in Morocco and people are sweating and they're drinking unique drinks, and there's, you know, the slippery slopes and all that kind of stuff. I'd like, it's my desire to travel that gives me that but they don't make movies like that anymore. The writing was cool. The people were cooler. It just like, I like that element. What are you feeling something? I
can see something being exotic. Do you want to go an exotic location again?
Well, what kind of crime is interesting? I mean, what do we know about? What do you?
I don't want to say it's interesting because I feel it romanticizes it, but organized crime is always so interesting. Like when you start thinking about world and logistics, and you're like, all right, what are like the narrow passes, gaps, and like where do they ship stuff and do stuff like that? And you're like, man, there's a lot of palms getting greased. When you really start thinking about it, you're like, all right, knowing that whoever's border patrol, pick a nation and be like, they're finding, let's say 10%, all of them, 165 nations. They're all, if they're looking, they're like, we only found 10% total. And you're like, how much is going? That it's like, how is it all getting through? Not to say that this is the story, but I could definitely see a crime happening here.
Organized crime could be a very broad term. It's also been very covered in movies. So generally pushing back, what are the interesting elements that get you? Is it maybe like the life of a hit person? Ooh. Is it the life of a bookie? Are there elements of organized crime that really kind of hop you up?
I don't know if there's like a part of like, what I think it is that it's people figuring out ways to exploit systems that already exist.
What about a bunch of thieves and corrupt individuals in a prison and they slowly take it over?
Interesting.
Like slowly, literally take this fucker over. Clinically, clerically, using outside influence, and they take the whole thing over.
What is the goal of taking over the prison?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a message.
We have the power.
I don't know. Like the idea of making big change from within, the influence of mobsters even in prison sometimes is interesting.
I was kind of going a little different in my brain. What I'm thinking is like, well, sometimes what I think about the crime stuff is that there's always multiple factions. So you always have your law enforcement of some sort, and you always have your crime faction. But it is always fun if you throw in like a third wild card, like a party that nobody knows is interfering, and this is what's
somebody who doesn't know they're a criminal.
Yeah, somebody who's
maybe.
What if
who's
somebody
along
who's
for the ride the whole time?
What if somebody who's getting their toes wet and is like, hey, I know like of these shipments, but they don't know who's running the shipments. They don't realize who they're robbing from, and so it's like the police are getting involved. Like, well, this terrible, let's say a rolling shootout, Batman Arkham, or Batman 2, rolling down the freeway. There's some gunfight going down the freeway, and the cops get involved, but like these bad guys get away, Heat style. But it turns out these criminals aren't associated with the organized crime. They're a third party, and now like they realize like, oh, oops, we stole from the mob, or insert large organized crime gang here. And it's like the police are after us, and also the mob is after us, that kind of sense. It's like, I could see that being a really fun dynamic story of like, hey, I thought you had this, this gig figured out. It's like, well, I did. It's like, I didn't realize we were robbing from this family. It's like, oh, well,
right. Right. You just led me to another little neuron firing.
Yes.
And it's collateral damage.
Oh. Solid.
You have these crime movies, and you got me with and it comes up, in jest sometimes, this idea of in these highway chases and shootings, other people are getting hurt.
Yes.
What about an idea where a group of people try to take back the streets?
Oh.
Like collateral damage
chaos
is
happening.
Because I will also like good people going bad.
Okay.
and using things together, to like, I thought of the idea somebody who's like serially victimized on accident by violence.
Okay.
And then takes
Still
that
starring Michael Douglas
into their own hand. That's an interesting parallel. But I'm also fascinated by the collateral damage.
Okay.
What does it cost to rebuild, damaged infrastructure, cars, people who are shot in drive-bys? What about a criminal who's created from that? If that's the idea, like, let's focus on. I think sometimes
what ends up happening is society goes to create a better world, right? Like that's always the goal. Society's like, we're going to do better. We're going to be better. It's like, but sometimes in order to do the goal, what ends up happening is like create the perfect storm of creating somebody who never wants to adhere to that, because why would they?
Yeah.
Like what would convince them to be like, hey, I'm sorry, we keep doing these terrible things to you and others like you.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, if you just got on board, it'd be easier. And it's like, why? You've never once had my back ever. And it's like, that it tends to be like whatever they're trying to stop and or, do ends up being the thing that leads to people doing more of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we were going to prevent this. Like, well, your prevention actually led to more of it. Like prohibition, like we're going to stop people drinking alcohol. It's like all we did was made alcohol more readily available and more expensive because people wanted alcohol.
Right.
And it's like, I love that idea of like, well, the thing that we didn't expect to happen happened here and we didn't know.
I mean, people in the wake of that stuff, they're victims themselves. But when people have had enough of stuff, they try to do the right thing, and then it goes wrong. Then they make a choice.
Yeah. All right.
And that choice is fascinating to me. It's a small story. It's a small idea.
This is a one-off story.
Kind of create a world in which there's the serialized violence from organized crime. And I like the idea of like it being from organized crime. But there's like there's enough of this.
Okay, like the people are getting fed up with the organized crime and the chaos happening because of it. Okay. Where do you imagine this taking place? Like we're thinking modern, we're thinking urban, I'm guessing, or do you think more like a rural?
Where's there's a time period when the organized crime that you're thinking of needs to kind of be defined because you could still see facets of organized crime still through the 80s, but it wasn't on the streets maybe as much. So
if you're looking at now, like, I mean, using
warfare,
using
like
modern,
that.
like to again, data is like, they just
how
took out.
How far can we go with this concept of this?
Are we thinking like cartel, like nationwide, like chaos running the streets kind of stuff?
Well,
or like
it does open it up if we go to the world.
Yeah.
We could focus this in a certain place.
Yeah.
But with I kind of like my hometown, Chicago.
Okay.
I like a little neighborhood in Chicago that tries to rise up against mafia violence.
So you're thinking this character's been victimized by society pretty much at every turn?
Well, I like the idea of almost in a comical way, like car ruined and a car chase.
Yeah.
Friend shot and
they're gonna have to
by violence.
They're gonna have to have it in
violence. Like,
right.
repeated and it's plausible that if you're in an area that this happens and the time is right enough, that you either leave or you fight for
join
your space,
okay.
And this is where a group dynamic could come in if it's more neighborhood based or even if it's city based.
So this person decides to stop the gang violence, we start a gang, which is kind of how all gangs start.
How it ends, we've actually turned into ourselves.
Yeah.
Either
or a Boris,
through bureaucracy,
eating our own tail,
through what have you.
Okay.
But it's not a big story, and we could still pivot. We're only 9 minutes.
Yeah,
in.
we got plenty of time.
But telling a kind of human story that's crime, or we just think of a fucking caper.
Yeah, we could do a caper as well. We could do anything with it.
Because I was saying, what's a good crime? The movie Gold with McConaughey. That's a great one. You were talking about organized crime, but maybe we find a facet of it that's fun to talk about. Like, the prohibition thing is interesting.
Do you want to do like a smuggler story then?
I think a smuggling story is kind of fun, but what's within there that...
Usually what happens is the people that end up doing this are usually in it for non-nefarious means. You're right. It's always a means to an end. Right. I think that's what it tends to be. Even, pretty much any... Like there's plenty of stories of people who have we've gone from, I remember listening to a podcast, guys like, I transported more marijuana into the United States than anybody ever before. And then he's like, so how'd you get into cocaine? He's like, well, they started paying me like $1,000 plus a kilo.
What about unique crimes like pirate radio, the BBC thing where
that would be interesting.
Go and they we're going to do this in the water.
Would you like to take our story then kind of slightly into the future? Because we're on a cusp of an even more surveillance state. And there's no reason that we can't kind of be like semi-futuristic, like in the next 10 to 20 years.
Sure.
We can
that's interesting.
I could see, because everybody likes to predict, flying cars and this, that, and the other. It's like, no, realistically, it's going to be smaller, probably more Minority Report without the jetpacks.
Yeah.
And, floating railway cars.
Right.
But, that kind of stuff. So I could see it being kind of like almost future. And I could see
12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours.
What does the 12th hour mean to you in general?
Ooh.
That's interesting. Because starts now. You said starts
hour.
Now. So the 12th hour means
it feels like it's the end
of...
Yeah.
It's not a work day. It's
not a work day.
What is that? What is 12 hours to anybody?
Yeah.
What does it mean to anybody?
Yeah. Did I say? All right. So remind me what I said. I said specifically time starts now or the end starts now?
You said starts now.
Starts now.
That's a fun tagline.
12th hour starts now. Just want to make sure I wrote it down.
Are there any like true historic people or, crimes that, because I just watched that movie Tetris last night. We watched it and it's unbelievable what it took to just get Tetris onto the Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
So that area of technology, of smuggling, of rights, intellectual property.
Yeah.
There's so many crimes.
This is why
this is hard.
This is why, what story do you want to tell? Who do you want to tell it to? And what's fun about it? Yeah. Because I like the idea of it being modern. I like the idea because with the swell of the surveillance state that everybody's got a phone in their pocket, every corner's got a camera, everybody's all plugged in all the time, Matrix style. It's like I like the idea.
So you're interested in the who's looking at who type of stuff.
I like the idea of somebody using the technology to the benefit of themselves doing the crime. Does that make sense?
What is the crime? What do you think the crime could be? Because I'm not somebody who's worried about, if you're looking at me, then your life is boring. But
here's a question.
What do you think is interesting?
Here's a question. Do the FBI agents listening to us think that we're going to commit these crimes? Because I think that sometimes they're like, you wrote it. You obviously thought about it. Like I could see people being
this
like
is
that with writers.
Premeditated, but thank you for listening, FBI. By the way, thank you. That's awesome.
We appreciate it. Please give us a shout out.
Yeah, there's an email address and everything.
But no, all right. So I like the idea because technology is so prevalent. And if you're enterprising enough, anything is accessible. Like, I like the idea of it being like a hard building, almost going back to Den of Thieves. We're going to rob a place.
Somebody under surveillance is always good.
Yeah, but what I like
multiple people under surveillance and you don't know why.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
So we have this,
but they keep trying to ghost out
where they keep figuring out that they're vaguely related, but we are all clearly being surveilled for something, and that's what the deal is. And then we figure out what the crime is.
Okay.
Because if we figure out an interesting crime, like they're all being unwittingly used in a crime.
Oh, like they've all been hired to commit the crime to test. So here's what it is. They're being used to test the facility. Because that's a real thing. Like the companies do that. They hire people to try and break into places.
I was watching
that could be an interesting and
the Juror.
The Juror.
Is that right? The Tom Clancy movie with and like all the wild shit they do to stack their juries and all this surveillance and this personal shit. That if you knew
there's a lot
they were doing this, you'd feel filthy.
Yeah, they hire a lot of PIs, I feel like, just to follow people around.
So what's a reason? Now we're gonna challenge ourselves. So I like the idea of a bunch of people. It's like Final Destination, but without the death chasing them. But they all realize, and they're mundane and boring, but they all realize they're being surveilled.
Oh.
Like fully surveilled. By whom or whom.
Yeah.
Now, crime doesn't mean it has to be like totally real.
Okay.
So we could make up a type of thing. It could be a fantastical.
It's a thought crime. If we're going to live in this authoritarian world, they're being considered for thought crime.
All right.
You're having dreams against the company or whatever.
Or maybe we're on the cusp of reading minds.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like, if you say thought crime, we're close to sci-fi and we might.
Yeah, get into trouble.
But like,
we have dream police. I don't know.
Maybe the idea is to truly trend in that direction.
We're at the 12th hour. People are freaking out.
Yeah.
Things are getting close. Yeah.
And they realize that certain things are being manipulated in their town that are making them act a certain way.
So is the crime being perpetrated by? Let's just assume we got a cool company name. There's a big bold logo. There's a company name. We're talking like tech, giants, like almost above the law.
Or maybe it's like predictive technology. They're trying to like help fuel.
We're AI trying to weed out
to replace people, and they're just surveilling people without their knowledge.
What if these people are the people that they're like? These are the people who are not needed in the sense like they would not contributors to society.
That's what makes them.
Yeah. That's why they're being surveilled.
This feels real.
Yeah.
Like in order to truly be able to replace them, you would need to surveil these people without their knowledge.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little nervous.
It seems a little too real all of a sudden.
Is that fun? I feel like that's kind of fun.
Nobody said this movie had to be fun, and we just had to make a movie.
No, but it is.
Yes.
That's not bad. So a bunch of random people
all over the place,
and that's what makes movies fun. Okay, this is happening to me too, because you love those ideas. Like, it can't be happening to
there's
everybody.
no way this is just coincidence.
Everybody's emotional responses to that. Some people are like, I'm going nuts. Some people telling their shrink.
Even the idea of, like, the idea isn't to censor it. The idea is to self-censor, right? 1984. Isn't that kind of the idea? That's
brilliant, yeah.
You know? I don't want to censor you. That would be inhibiting your rights. What I would like you to do instead is inhibit yourself, you know? Don't say...
Oh, that's good. Because like they're taking real people stuff and feeding it to AI because you can't get it any other way.
Yeah.
Like, where's the soul?
Yeah.
That's it.
It's the 12th hour, man.
Just stealing people's...
It starts now.
You know, stealing people's stuff. Like, and they can feed it in as much as they want, but like at home... You know, but they're people, like you said, that they're like, when they put it together, we're all jobs and people that can be replaced.
Can and will be replaced. The company, we're going to call it Kronos.
Awesome.
It's going to have a little sand timer as its logo, of course. You know, of course.
I like that. Look, the hourglass.
The hourglass.
I just tried to draw one, and holy shit.
You got to draw an 8.
But I understand. That's way better.
Yeah. That's a way better way to do it.
This is fun. Because could you sell this as a crime drama?
I think you could, depending
like a
on the
company
story.
stealing people's essence.
Yeah,
their
they're stealing
ideas,
what makes them.
And it's whether it's corporate crime or it's sanctioned by the government, it's still a crime.
Yeah, This
fun.
is a company bigger than.
How many people do we want surveilled? Because we've got juicy parts. We got juicy parts, baby.
Well, give me somebody to start with. Who's the first juicy part? Because I don't even know.
A star for this?
Yeah, we need somebody big name.
Big name, but who could pass as just regular.
Are they the crime person, or do you want to start with the bad antagonist?
I think the bad person will come up as we flesh out the main characters. Do you agree?
I can see that.
And you know what? Bad person, way easier to come up with.
Always.
Taron Egerton.
Ooh, okay. As the good guy? Or as our bad guy?
As the good guy.
As the good guy.
Because you need mid to average.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Paul Rudd before. I would put him in this too.
I could see Paul Rudd being
a little bit light. I know I'm throwing out a lot, but
no. I think it's good. I was gonna say I don't know if it would be for the bad guy, but I have 2 suggestions. One, Aaron Eckhart.
Wait a second. Hold on. I'm gonna let's replace Taron Egerton with Eckhart as a surveillance.
He's the one that surveilled.
Yes. I love Aaron Eckhart.
He's very overlooked a lot. Battle of Los Angeles was probably like his last big one besides The Dark Knight, which second Batman reference for me today. Sorry about that. I don't know if I'm sorry or I'm
You're
proud.
Not apologizing to the right human being, Logan.
The other name,
I don't accept it.
The other name also comes from the Batman movie that I just referenced, but I think Heath Ledger would also be a wonderful selection for this film. Also, R.I.P.
That's interesting dynamics right there.
Yeah, I think Aaron Eckhart as I don't know if he's a father figure or if he's just a dad.
Yeah, so you have an older and then you have a little bit younger person.
Yeah, I think he's definitely somebody who, if not full, his career is unstable at the time, and he's not fully committed to oh no, it's not going to be bad. If he's going to be the protagonist of this, he's one of those ones who's in the middle ground. He's not quite concerned with the problems that are coming, because he doesn't think that those problems will affect him.
The fun of this, I think, is trying to figure out what they have in common. Mm-hmm. Once they figure out there is something in common.
Yeah.
And that all these things, because disclosing that oh man.
Uh-huh.
And then trying to look for all the shit that they've hidden.
We're so similar. Didn't realize.
Could we have a Reese Witherspoon?
Ooh, for sure.
In the hiking movie mode,
okay,
Dower, serious, brokenhearted, maybe.
Okay, widowed.
I think she has a lot of heft and gravitas to her. She
definitely has the chops.
If you put this in the South, she could do an accent, maybe. Or I mean, I don't know, but you look at her and there's a little bit of brightness, but because the movie I think would need a little bit of brightness. But do you like her as an actor?
Yeah, I have nothing against Reese Witherspoon.
I would like a pretty good group of people here, or an Alicia Silverstone scenario.
Oh, we're going for. Are we in a mid 2000s, late 90s aesthetics vibe today?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay,
I might shock you and say Madeline Kahn should be in this.
Okay, Madeline Kahn. I feel like I would know her if I saw her face, so I'm gonna do the internet research.
I'm gonna put Madeline Kahn in this, and her maybe in her 40s.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna write it down because I think it's interesting.
Because you think it's interesting. That's fine.
Yeah.
We could change anything anytime, but I understand.
Paul Rudd in this, now as we're fleshing this out, is kind of an interesting character. He could be, Madeline Kahn is mostly a comic actress, as you're probably seeing.
That's what I'm seeing. Yes.
It was a weird thing to say. I will put her in the movie casting
just somewhere
lot.
else.
I adore her so much. Like,
if we have the right role for her, maybe.
I know, I get it. But Alicia Silverstone,
okay, yeah, I can see it.
She's. I mean, I've seen her in stuff recently, and I've been so delighted to see her recently.
Okay,
I can't think of what it was, but it was. It's a horror movie.
Oh. She was in a horror movie?
Yeah, and it's a
you
bit,
don't have
and you're like, what the fuck is this? And it's, I'll think of it in a second, but yeah, I'd like for her to be in this.
Okay. I could see her being in this.
Because she can play it,
I could see this. All right. So are these all just random folks like in the same town?
Yeah,
like, is this happening?
I'm seeing them as town folks.
So what if the idea is like they live in the company town? Like the idea is like maybe
I like that the company is not there.
Oh, there's no.
But this is random.
There's just random folks throughout the town.
This thing is huge, and it's going on. And the reveal is it's going on all over.
What if it's like 1 in every 10, and they're like,
it could be.
They literally are just like randomly selecting every 10 people throughout like the census bureau.
That's weird enough for the AI to be like select 1 of every 10.
Yes. Every 10 people is select 1 in every 10. Yeah, it's the 12th hour. 1 in every 10 is being selected. Yeah, I can see this. It's got to be all right. So there's a time reason.
Eckhart, Heath Ledger, Alicia Silverstone.
What's the time element? Because it's the 12th hour. Things are about to get apocalyptic. Is kind of what it feels like.
No, I don't think there needs to be an imminent threat.
Okay,
this is part of a bigger thing.
Yeah, this is
it's tied to AI, but it's like it's answering the question: what is it missing?
Yeah,
and this is only a part of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's feeding AI like fragments of skin, just chucking it in there.
Is the
dead
story
people, ashes, just smearing it on the computer.
Is the idea that like these people that are being replaced are actually being replaced?
No,
by
I think
robots?
That's the illusion. But it's part of a long-term plan to replace all of these things.
What if they find out, because this is a crime thing, they're finding out like this company is committing these crimes. Like, it turns out they're like you say, they're buying dead bodies from morgues. That's a thing that's happened before. Companies have definitely done that. Like they're buying DNA testing facilities because companies have done that before. Yeah. And you're like, huh? And you're like, oh yeah, we're trying to, just figure out the genetic sequence of, all humans. It's like, well, what are we doing that for? It's like, oh, well, eventually when we go to space, maybe we won't be human anymore. The robots will be what we are, and it'll be the same. Right. We're on the 12th hour. Is the idea that this crime saga is they are slowly uncovering through like just everyday small petty crimes because we live in authoritarian.
Oh no, what's happened? The surveillance is the crime.
Well, I think they still also have to do some sort of crime to unveil this. They're not just going to figure this out on their own.
Oh, so there's double crime.
Yeah. So like the company obviously is doing crime. There's no doubt about it. Like we're going to make this company.
Yeah, and the thrust of the movie is that they
have
do
to
crime.
do devious things that are illegal to glean this information.
Yeah, once they are in on it.
Because otherwise
together.
it's just people living their life being slowly pushed out of society.
Exactly.
And as fun as that is, it doesn't sound
and
very crimey.
Honestly, you could push this into uncomfortable situations.
I think that we have to. As far as you can. Yeah. I think this is if we didn't use Paul Verhoeven recently, I would use Paul Verhoeven on this because
interesting.
Because he would definitely know how to push this envelope. We did use him. So I'm gonna cross him off the board,
we can think about that.
But if I was to decide, like right on the spot, like if I was to make this sci-fi movie and I wasn't holding back, I feel like he would definitely
Eric Bana.
Ooh,
as another one of the
I can see it. Yeah.
Mr. I had Patrick Dempsey.
Ooh, okay. Mr. Patrick Dempsey could be in it from Jaws in DeFrice. Why am I put?
Patrick Dempsey.
I flip flopped him. DeFrice.
He's from he's Loverboy for me. Dr. McDreamy.
Oh yes. I was just watching something. He's in something else recently. Some Netflix show where like where he has amnesia, but he's a hitman, or maybe not shit. Netflix. Yeah, like he's a mob hitman going around doing hits for people, but he has amnesia or like onset dementia, so like he's forgetting that what's happening.
I don't know. He's got a good everyman quality. Patrick Dempsey.
He does.
You like him?
I can see him being in this as one of the characters.
Do we need a comic character?
Ooh,
being surveilled.
I don't know if you need a comic character. Who maybe you'll remember. Who is the other brother in Bullet Train? You got the brothers, like the Tangerine and Lemon. Who was the brother? He was Paperboy in Atlanta. Why am I spacing on it?
God.
It starts with a T. Why am I spacing on his name?
Yeah,
he's a great actor. He's great. I feel like he would have a lot of fun as an everyman.
Is he British?
Yes, I believe so.
He's gonna have to do Brian Tyree Henry.
Brian
Tyree Henry.
Yeah. He would.
Have we used him in something else?
No, I don't think we have. And I would love for him to be a leading man.
Okay, so
I can see him also being a leading man.
Okay. Oh, you know what he's also in? Isn't he also in those Godzilla movies and stuff?
I have not seen
he's in all
very
those.
many of the new Godzilla.
He's fun. He's fun. I don't know if he's the lead. He might be.
What if he's our big bad?
Oh,
do you think he could eat the role as the big bad?
Yes.
I feel like we would let him eat. Put him in a suit and a tie as like a salesperson role.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I think he'd have a lot of fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
Maybe Kumail Nanjiani.
Ooh. Big name, big draw for sure.
Yeah. I mean, at any stage,
definitely you can do a comedy bit.
It could be when he's was
ripped here.
No,
right now.
No,
you want him not ripped?
No, pre-ripped Kumail.
Pre-Marvel.
Yeah,
just every day.
As a stand-up comic.
Just every day.
Just a regular person.
Okay.
Funny, but can do a heavy thing.
Mm-hmm. I could see it. He would be a fun comedy bit character.
Yes, Kumail.
I could see that.
I mean, he could maybe be ripped by the end of it. Somehow,
the bit is that the AI company spits out a new version. Yeah, and he's just yacked.
It's like a Stepford Wives thing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Now you got me on Bullet Train. There's so many good people in Bullet Train. That's hilarious.
I have a director I think I would like to see do this.
What kind of are you feeling an era for this?
Like I said, I think this is kind of like almost future. This is like the now, but
okay,
that's let's say
gotcha.
like 2030s plus.
Right.
Don't put a time frame on it, but like somewhere in the near future this happens. So it feels timeless.
Can we have what's that guy, the blonde guy from The Boys?
The blind guy from the
blonde guy.
The blonde. Oh, Anthony Starr?
Yes.
Anthony Starr.
Can he be in this?
Yeah.
I think Brian Tyree Henry has to have a plant in the town.
Oh, is he the plant
guy?
Oh, yes.
What's his name again? Anthony Starr.
Anthony Starr, not Anthony.
Yeah,
Anthony.
I'm obsessed with that guy. I think
great.
He's really.
He's
and if you're gonna be kind of quasi-futuristic, AI approximate, maybe like he doesn't have to lean into that too much, but I think he's menacing.
Oh, yeah. I think he's definitely got a terror factor to him for sure.
But can be a heavy in a way.
Yeah.
Like can act like that because or maybe at some point they have to kidnap him.
Oh, yeah. Like he's got the keys to the building or something like that.
And they have to take him and it's really hard. But like, because this is all practice. Like
it feels almost like Truman Show where like they don't realize
I've been thinking that the whole time. I want to put Ed Harris in this.
Ed Harris would be great in this.
Can he be the town mayor who doesn't know what's going on?
That'd be so funny.
Kind of lovable town mayor.
No. Ed Harris knows what's going on, but he's misdirecting them.
No.
Yeah.
So okay, but he agrees to help later.
Yeah, later after it's become revealed for sure.
And then they're like, every mayor knows, and he's like, they all.
Everybody knows. This is
no. Every mayor of each town.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like they all know. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
And so it's like we got to.
This is huge. All right, I have a director in mind. I don't know if it's the best director, but did you ever watch the movie They Cloned Tyrone?
Yes.
Love that movie. I think Jewel Taylor would. I'd like to give him a chance. He did Creed 2, Space Jam: The New Legacy, and they clone Tyrone.
Interesting.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun.
I like they cloned Tyrone, had a really artistic look to it, I think. But like the colors were cool. It was I don't know, it was very stylized.
It was a very stylized movie. It definitely had a lot of commentary in it. I feel like this movie, again, is going to have a lot of commentary to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot.
All right. Heck yeah.
Jewel Taylor.
Jewel Taylor. All right. The 12th hour starts now.
I don't know. Maybe we can fudge with the tagline if we need to. All
right. So let me come back to the story a little bit. Is the idea like, because it's kind of techie and whatnot, and these people are not people that are needed, quote unquote, for their society.
Yeah.
Could they get like a message on their phones or tablets or whatnot? And it's like the almost purge style. Like you have until the 12th hour to leave town. And if you don't, things will happen. Or is it more like,
it's interesting. You make a good point. It's like,
I feel like there's almost some
I like
time
the
essence.
idea that you have a lot of the movie is them, not a lot of it actually, but a good part of it is us learning about who they are.
Mm.
And then we obviously know, we don't have to know something's going on, but something's going on.
Yeah, just something.
They first figure out something's going on with them.
Okay.
Then they have to connect with others.
I got you.
And then over time, they're like, all right, it's all happening.
Mm-hmm.
Then third act maybe is
them
all of their hijinks and then, what have you. It
Mm-hmm.
could go like that.
Okay.
In a way. Because you have a lot of people maybe to get through.
That's what I'm wondering. I was like, we got quite a cast.
You can't cut between the big bad doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You still don't know why.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about this movie is the why
mm-hmm.
is always interesting. Why are you doing this? And it could be for a million reasons.
Yeah.
But the thing is, AI doesn't know how you sit at home and watch TV. We don't know why, but it needs to know how to do that. It needs to
know this stuff.
That could be a line. Like, why does it need to know how to watch, like how I watch TV? We don't know. We just
the whole thing is about trying to figure out humans, right? We're trying to figure out what makes us tick. So
illegally surveilling you at all point, and they're just feeding stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's scary business.
This is scary business
because it could potentially synthesize. Imagine if it had a feed, to you,
the whole thing
24/7.
The freaky thing is that it's entirely possible.
Ways,
it's entirely possible, and some people love it, and some people.
Do we have a love story here?
Ooh, for sure.
One? I mean, who could we pair up? Heath and Alicia, if it's the right particular age group.
Maybe
Kumail and Alicia. I like that. I like the nerd getting the girl.
Yeah,
as that would be presented, but. It doesn't need,
But then we had him die, right? Yeah, I was going to wait.
You don't need a love story.
They could still have relationships with other people, right?
Oh yeah, there's other things going on.
Right. They're all, somebody's got like Aaron Eckhart's got a family, right? Or is the idea that
absolutely
is the idea that like one of these other main characters is like Alicia Silverstone is?
No, I like that Alicia Alicia Silverstone is divorced, like Billy Zane maybe is her like abusive ex.
Ooh.
So there's a little something these people have lives, and that's what throws you off the red herring is that they're so different.
Yeah, you don't know what's separating them. Why would there being quote
and then
unquote
you find
cold.
like their jobs are the things that but who would have thought?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You don't look at those things necessarily because they don't look like they line up. But so she could be somebody. Like they're studying the relationship of somebody whose heart's broken.
Okay.
Like they realize, between us, we get what they're
trying
getting.
to find all the human emotions.
Like the big thing with you right now is that you're scared and you're heartbroken, and they can have this moment where they're like,
this is what,
Eckhart, you're the perfect guy. You've got everything. Why would you even do this?
Yeah. Okay. I could see this. This is terrifying.
I'm
scared of this movie.
You have a lot of places to play, but getting a good ensemble of acting going on is pretty. Like this group is, I think like I can't wait till they're on screen.
Yeah,
like what they're doing together. They could branch off in some of the criming,
but they all kind of go do something separate while like because with a big enough cast, you could have it be like Aaron Eckhart's going to go talk to his wife about him being stalked by robots and whatnot. And she's going to be like, no, I'm not. You're making this up. But then while that's happening, you have the others going and performing a caper to like help progress them breaking into the place because they've stumbled on each other and they're all like, turns out they all don't find each other. We get to have a pirate radio situation where like they figure out like, I'm being stalked. I can't be the only one. And they put up a radio tower and like, turns out low tech, others are doing low tech things to try and avoid the high tech surveillance.
It's done.
Yeah.
What's been recorded, submitted, is done.
Yeah.
Which is heartbreaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's already in. There's no getting it back out.
You end the movie hypothetically on okay, we stopped this.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
But now there's it gives you a little hope, but then the whistle has to be blown on this nationally.
Yeah.
And you know how easy cover-ups and shit happen. So like surveilling 1 in 10 people in a bunch of random towns, probably doable.
Probably. I don't know if probably is even the word. I think doable is entirely doable.
With CIA aid and all that other stuff. Like
to get real, like the real situation, like the Snowden thing where Snowden, was like the US is doing all this. Like turns out they were just being a third party buying it because all of the big tech is selling your data anyway. And they're like, can I purchase that data? So it's like, we're not outside this realm of possibility of like this being, totally government funded. Like, no. We need to know, but we can't be seen being the company doing it. So we need a third party, litigator to do this for us.
I have a classic, like, this is so maybe obvious, but writing this movie, William Goldman would crush.
Okay.
Now,
give me some other stuff Mr. Goldman has been on.
Well, he's written Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I'm sold already.
All the President's Men.
Okay.
Princess Bride.
Yep.
Marathon Man.
Yep.
And I just watched All the President's Men recently.
Okay.
I've been obsessed with it since an inappropriate age, meaning too young. Like, hey, guys, it's 8th grade sleepover. You want to watch All the President's Men?
No, probably
Let me get my retainer.
You guys are going to love this. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and then we're going to follow it up with Marathon Man. Well, what's your favorite Dustin Hoffman film? Fuck that. But I like... That's why I asked you earlier if you were attached to a true story, because that shit, I just eat it up. Okay. The true stories are so...
There's no reason the story isn't already true.
That's what's worse. But
could that be the tagline? That's what's worse.
And like William Goldman, it's astonishing how much he's written.
Okay, I'm sold.
He's just penultimate, but he would really, I think, and he passed in 2018, so this would be a wish fulfill. But I would love to see what he does with tone of what's going on today.
Yeah,
think about All the President's Men. There was surveillance happening.
Yeah, there would be some real like tone shifts in this movie.
Is this movie violent?
I don't know if there's violence in the sense like we're gonna have big shootouts in that sense, but I think that there is violent action, and I think there is going to be some sort of action in this movie.
Right.
I don't know if it needs to be Judge Dredd,
more realistic in your mind, because looking at our director, how do you think
I don't think it's going to be too over the top. I definitely think if there's going to be guns and bullets, there's going to be squibs because it's a crime film. Let's do it, but I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty realistic.
Yeah.
I think it's not going to be grotesque or over the top.
Sure.
If that makes sense, It's not going to, we're not going to end on a Scarface, shootout and chaos erupting.
I guess I'll do it. Does anybody... Do we Denzel anyone?
Do we kill anybody?
Is that going to be the term for killing a character on our show?
No, I don't.
Are we going to Denzel them?
No, I don't think that we can.
You don't want to kill anybody in the. Oh, sorry. No, separate question.
I think we could definitely kill somebody. I just don't think we should have it be Denzeling them as the verb we want to use.
That's fair, dude.
As fun as it is, though, if it sticks, it sticks. I Denzel that, but. Yeah, I think that it's crime films have people die. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes you have to have either do we have a heartfelt sacrifice or not, or just
if it's done cheesy, I hate it. I think you too. You know, like
I don't know if
you don't need it to need it, but since that's
if
what we're doing here,
if it fulfills a purpose, then yes. If
I don't
it's
feel like it
just
has
a
to
sacrifice
happen.
to be a sacrifice, then it's not fun.
Maybe Anthony Starr gets croaked.
Ooh, yeah, he definitely gets killed.
Maybe he
gets killed accidentally as they're interrogating him.
No, he's set up as an autoerotic asphyxiation suicide. Like he's shamed in this whole thing, and he's blamed for it all.
They throw him under the bus, and like he kills himself to avoid the
Anthony
bad press.
Starr is hanging in his Red Roof Inn closet by his belt.
Oh my!
And his belt has the same colors as his character from The Boys.
His belt's star-studded. Is what you're saying? Star-studded.
I mean, that's what happens. So, okay, so Brian Tyree Henry in his fall.
Yeah.
You know, is he just exposed? Because is there justice? Is there? You're exposed, and he's like, "What are y'all gonna do about this?"
Yeah, like I think the final scene is like, him just being like, "We got you," and he's like, "Okay, and like nothing ever." It's like, cool, so you got me.
So
this
maybe
time.
like slowly along the way, they're realizing how big it is.
Yeah,
and by they get to the final confrontation, it's not. They're just like,
he's like, what do you think this is going to do? You think they're going to stop paying somebody to do this? So you got me and you stopped me. I think the whole thing ends like, well, the cycle doesn't stop. Somebody just picks up the next baton and keeps going with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't, just because you got this company, you got this man. Okay, great. But like, you think nobody else is doing the same thing? I think that's how we end it, because we got to wrap up the story, and the story gets to end on a hopeful note. Yeah, we got him. And then right as we get to we got him. He's like, do you really think anything's going to change on this? Like, he gets the last word for sure.
Pull.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
It's pretty sad.
Happens.
This is why I was like, I'm almost fearful to make this movie, because I feel people aren't going to think that this is a warning, but like this is the playbook, and that kind of scares me.
What's the level of? I mean, like a little humor is fine.
Yeah.
I like that. And we talked about violence, and there's like different types of violence that could happen within a story like this, including gun violence, right?
Yeah.
Like government
agents,
things like
suits
this.
and ties.
Are you seeing? And I don't know if we got there. Are you seeing this in a certain town or a certain location? I said Chicago. That's because
I don't know if Chicago, but
like it's a suburb, right? It's just kind of any place.
This feels like a small town and or suburb, or
so
like
stylistically, is it like anywhere?
Yes, it feels very much anywhere.
It's your town. It's mine. When we're watching this, we're like, oh, okay,
this could be anywhere.
What are hallmarks and staples of our towns? Like, what is it when this looks like? Because I'm interested in fun set pieces for stuff like this, because you have, different homes that they live in.
You're definitely going to have your white picket fences.
A meeting place that they can all go to, or a restaurant that's prevalent there.
The rundown mall. The old abandoned mall. The place that
once
was.
Why's it got to be run down?
Because nothing.
Maybe it's burgeoning and it's happening, baby.
Because they're trying to.
Happening? Oh,
they're happening. Like Easter bunnies. No, I think the idea is
Heath, I'm sorry. I'll see you soon, buddy.
I don't know. If the idea is that they're trying to avoid being tracked, I wouldn't go somewhere that is inherently being constantly surveilled, right? Like, I wouldn't be going to a place like, let's meet in public so that people see us. It's like, no, if I don't want to be seen, I'd meet somewhere where nobody was at and nothing was being recorded against me, or I can at least see that as being recorded.
Yeah, that's so the point.
I think the idea is they're trying to like
how to escape detection.
I would like there to be, if Kamal Nanjiani is going to be in it, I hope I say his name right. If he's going to be our nerd character, I love the idea of there being he's techie, and like, because there is modern technology, like it's definitely like illegal, but like you could definitely wire up a system that blacks out like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, radio frequencies.
What if he worked for the company and was he just like resigned and like that, like and they're not on the radar because he worked for them?
What if he worked for the company and he was trying to get time off to like go visit his mom who was dying, and
but the idea that he worked for them is cool because it throws them off the scent.
Yeah, like they don't think it could possibly be him. Like, it's
him. Like he doesn't think it's them. Like, I worked for them. They don't do that.
That could be fun.
You know what I mean?
I could see that.
So, like, you need to throw as many red herrings as you can believably throw in the pond. I think. Because, like, if presented right, like, it's all part of this master plan. Like, oh, shit, of course.
Of course it is.
Goddamn assholes. What does the movie sound like? Do you have a composer?
Ooh.
Is it a mile? It's like these kind of movies, if they're not super action driven, the score is important, but it's not usually very big. It's not usually actiony, you know?
I could see Bear McCready doing this. Is that the right name? What is his name?
We've used him before, I think.
Have we? No, that was Ludwig.
I thought we used him.
Did we? If we did, great use. He does great. Give me another name. Who else you thinking?
Who does? I get stuck because movies like in this time frame, you know, are about mood.
Mm-hmm.
But this is modern. I keep forgetting that this is modern. You have M83 do the soundtrack. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
What if M83 did it? But they did it like a traditional movie. Like they couldn't be all synthy. You think they could? Now we could do better.
I don't know, because I was like,
we could do better.
There's
than
some
that.
traditional movies that are pretty synthy. I mean, John Carpenter's pretty synthy.
Yeah.
We used him before.
Well, what do you think? You know, when you watch movies like this, what takes you in? Like, does music take you out of it decidedly if it's not, you know, well to do?
I don't know.
I
personally, I don't mind there being a needle drop, like an actual song, but I think I smile more when it comes in like non-diegetic, meaning like there's no like point in the scene that you're seeing where it's like, oh, music should be coming out of here. It's just like this came out of nowhere. But then actually, like Tarantino's really good at this. So like it actually ends up becoming diegetic. Like, hey, no, actually, there's a person singing this song. They were off screen. You didn't
do
notice
that in this movie.
Yeah, so I can
with
see this.
That whole watching you. Oh, you can do anything with
you
the
can do
watching
anything.
yous.
Yes,
I always love in the movie.
There could be so many needle drops in this movie because like with Truman's Show, just thinking of like, you know, there's a whole board of people looking at a screen of multiple screens of these people that they're watching. It's like, can you imagine just like every other scene we cut into like zoom in through their screen, but like we're listening to the operator's music like through their headphones of like what they think their lives are like.
Can I suggest Howard Shore doing the score? He did this, and I'm inspired by The Game.
Okay.
With Michael Douglas. He also did Lord of the Rings. He's been prolific since the 80s.
Yeah.
But The Game, when Michael Douglas is watching TV and the guy's like, da, 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 and he starts to address him, that's always such a freaky moment.
Yeah.
Like, you could see them hijacking
I could see that
cable,
happening.
you know, inserting that likeness. But
this feels like a modern 1984.
Yeah. In that score in The Game, that's a good movie. I love that movie, and that's a good score.
Sounds like a great selection.
Because I pay attention to that shit a lot, and it does help. I've never been taken out of a movie.
I don't know if I've been taken out of it, but I like it a little more. When the
score is really happening, I'm like, fuck yeah.
When you get goosebumps from the music,
it makes sense. But I like when they pay attention to music in a movie like this. Copland even has a good score.
It does. Another Jerry B shout out.
Copland.
Sorry, I thought you were saying Cop Out. My bad. Copland. My brain.
Copland.
Copland.
That's a shout out to my good friend Sylvester Stallone.
Ooh.
We're not friends.
I would love to see Sylvester Stallone and Jerry B in a movie, just as a random shout out.
Has it not happened?
No, it don't think so.
No,
but it should.
Yeah,
we have time.
And as a reminder, James Mangold wrote and directed that movie, Copland, and that's something.
Great selection.
I mean, he's somebody who's going to be good for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Howard Shore would be a good composer for this, I think
I could see it,
and it would have, you know, I don't know, like a whole lot of Copland. Oh my gosh. Howard Shore did the score for Copland too.
See what? It's a great selection. Look at that.
Oh man,
you can't not.
We're
perfection.
Going old.
We are going old for a new tale, but you know what?
Let's remember that Ed Harris is the loving mayor.
The charismatic.
Yeah,
mayor.
I like this, but the fact that he's in and then he has to like help them. Reluctantly.
Turns out that like he finds out that he's also been selected for this program. Like he realizes.
There you go. And he's like, "Well, shit.
Yeah,
I guess they had to be looking at a mayor too. God damn it.
They got everybody. Nobody's safe.
Oh, that's so
the 12th hour. Nobody's safe.
Well,
starts now. The 12th hour starts now.
Do you like the starts now? I like that too because
I do like it.
It makes it. Are they going to start now?
Yeah.
Or
what is starting?
Is like this going to take care of itself, and it just starts over.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so
yeah.
It that tagline goes well with both.
I like this tagline. I think this is a good tagline. I can see this.
Did we do everything?
What else? What else is on our list? Remind us
Plot,
of the list. Did it?
Tagline.
Did it in 5 seconds?
Character.
Got a few of them.
Got a few of them, and a director.
Got a director. We even gave ourselves a composer this time.
I'm really happy with this movie. And we have like 9 minutes to spare.
Man.
But that's good because we were super chatty in the intro.
We were very chatty in this intro. So,
are you going to be affected by this particular movie in the wake of this recording? Thinking about what kind of fun crime movies to watch in the upcoming week?
Ooh, in the upcoming, that's what I should start. I should start watching movies.
Like, this does affect me. I'm just, full disclosure.
I know that for sure, to date myself here in a place and a time, with the Peaky Blinders movie just coming out, I am on the rewatch, and the movie is for sure happening. I don't know when I'm getting to it, but I'm feeling this weekend it's happening.
Well, that's what prompted that 28-day discussion.
Indeed. Cillian Murphy.
What a treasure.
Should Cillian Murphy be in this fine movie somewhere?
No, I was just
saving
thinking
him for something else.
He may come up a lot on this show.
He might.
And we may show our over time AI. Y'all check us out on this later. But how we're influenced by maybe like what we're watching at the time.
Wait, we start people influenced by things that they watch and
like,
see?
Oh, wow, why is Ryan talking about that actor, that composer a lot? But
it's called human bias, and we all got it.
That's true. Because I almost put Taron Egerton in this, and I just watched him last fucking night.
I could still see him being in this.
What a joke.
Could he be the assistant? I love him being the assistant.
Your Aaron Eckhart and Heath Ledger is a really cool pairing. Like, even if it's, around the same time in Heartstrings of Dark Knight, that's just cool. And balancing it out with Alicia Silverstone, Patrick Dempsey, and Kumail, that's a cool group of people.
Yeah.
Good, interesting actors who figure out something together, and then they have to do crime about the crime that's being done on them.
Yes.
Crime to do
crime.
Yeah. It's crime to do crime, not time, but it's crime to do crime.
That's
placeholder. It's crime to do crime.
That's the alternate. That's the alternate tagline.
It's hey guys,
it's crime to do crime.
Hey guys, it's crime to do crime. And everybody smacks Kumail like, you son of a bitch, dude.
If this isn't on a t-shirt, we'll figure out somewhere. We'll put it on a t-shirt. It's crime to do crime.
Our email is alittleindependentpodcast@gmail.com. If you like the idea of that on a t-shirt,
shout us out.
I'll probably like that idea.
I would wear
too.
that shirt.
That's as far as that'll go.
It's crime.
It's crime to do crime.
It's crime to do crime.
That's a Van Damme movie. Come on. Who are we kidding?
For sure. It's when we get our 80s genre piece, that's the title, for sure.
That might come back up again.
Whoever's on the title, whoever's starring in that movie, there has to be a giant walrus mustache and a mullet for sure. It's crime to do crime.
It's crime to do crime. I'm warming up to it.
We're about to make a second movie, team.
Logan, I think we did it. We made a movie.
I think we did it. Thank you.
Others should listen and maybe make one of these, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. Please do.
And if anybody wants to get at us about that very thing.
If you guys want us in a writer's room, we'll get in a writer's room.
You know what? We will.
We'll do it.
Naked.
I don't know about that.